All right, Jason Gray, welcome back to the Jason Gray Show. Let's go ahead and talk about Tesla stock. Let's talk about Tesla in general and their gigafactories. So Tesla today was up 5% for the day. After hours, we're almost up $9 if you count after hours trading. So that's a really, really good day on the Tesla stock. Phew, that was pretty good, huh? All right, let's talk about the gigafactories. As we all know through Investor Day, that they were talking about building the factory down in Mexico. And Tom Zhu had made a comment that they're going to build two factories at the same time. And where's that other location possibly going to be? And we think it's going to be Indonesia. So we're thinking about Mexico going at the same time, Indonesia going at the same time. And that's just speculation. But let's talk about Mexico. I think they're going to break ground in the next 3 to 4 weeks on there. Sounds like they have the state permits already done. They're just waiting for a couple federal permits, and they're going to start scraping that land. They think they can have that up and running within 9 months. That's right, from start to finish within 9 months. Now, remember when they built out Shanghai, they had to build that over a marsh. That was just all wetlands, and they had to build that up, and they killed it on that production, right? So that's pretty amazing. So I think Giga Mexico will eventually be able to do 3 million cars in production per year just out of that one location. So let's talk about just numbers in regards to future and what they have right now versus what they can build this thing up to. So let's talk about Fremont. Fremont's good for 800,000 units roughly per year. I think they're about maxed out on their space. As we all know, that space was an old factory. It's chopped up a lot. It just doesn't flow very well. But then they built out Berlin, and they built out Shanghai, and they built out Texas. Now, each one of those locations, I'm anticipating they're going to be able to ramp all those locations up to 2 million cars per location. So that brings you up to around 6.8 million cars per year on just those locations alone as they continue to ramp those up. Now, remember, they're going to the next gen car, which is going to reduce their space, and that's going to create a situation where they become more efficient. So what they're going to do is create the Mexico location for the Gen 3. They'll perfect that, and then they'll rotate into the other old locations and try to take that what they learned there in Mexico and put it into the old locations. So Giga Mexico, I'm guessing they're going to be able to do, let's say, 3 million cars per year. Now, if they get Indonesia involved, and they get a location there, that's another 2 or 3 million cars out of that location as well. Let's say 2. So we're at a total of 11.8 million cars per year just based out of the gigafactories they have now. Now remember, they're going to source all their own stuff now. All their buttons, all their seats, everything. They're literally going to convert all this to where they're taking out the middleman and they're going to do it all themselves. This is going to create massive profits versus the legacy automakers. Legacy automakers get an engine through XYZ company for $2,200, but this new engine that they're creating is only going to cost $1,000. So where does that $1,200 go? Goes into the cost of the Tesla or their profits, and they can outbeat the competition. They get the seats, they get all the switches, they get all the wiring. They're building all the batteries in-house. They don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I lost a shipment of my batteries because a train derailed or a ship flooded or sank or whatever. So just think about what they're doing. Tesla is a king of manufacturing, and they are getting this down, and the legacy automakers are just getting crushed, right? So I think what they have right now is they're trying to build up to 2030 where they're going to get up to 20 million cars per year. I know it sounds like a crazy number. Trust me, I can't wrap my head around it either. But what they have in capacity right now in regards to building out Mexico and, like I said, possibly Indonesia, they're going to be 11, 12 million cars per year at full ramp. That means they only got to get a couple more factories. Originally, Tesla said they probably needed up to 8 to 10 factories, and that's going to be right, on the low side of that. Is if they can consolidate this, the cost of overhead goes down. And just think about the money that Tesla's spending right now to build all these factories. If they did not feel they were going to be solvent or they couldn't sell these cars, they would not produce any more gigafactories. Hands down, they would stop and say, this is about the limit we can get away with. When they get full self-driving going, robotaxis going, they get the robots going, they get all these other things going, they are going to be such a massive powerhouse that the numbers are going to be literally crazy when we start looking at this. First quarter numbers for this year of 2023 should be interesting. That's going to sort of kick things off a little bit. I've seen wide range of numbers for this first quarter, and they're really wide. We're talking in between 380,000 cars for the first quarter all the way to 450,000 cars for the first quarter. Remember, there was 73 or 71,000 cars left in shipments at the end of the fourth quarter. Where do those 73,000 cars go, or 71,000 cars? They're going to go into the numbers at some point in time, and when they do, those numbers are going to look good. I think we're going to have a great first quarter, and I think it's going to surprise everyone. And I think the energy margins are going to increase dramatically too. Remember, I think at the end of the fourth quarter, I think they had a 14 or 15% profit margin on those. Maybe we can see that in the 20 or 21 or 22% margin. If that's the case, Wall Street's going to start paying attention to energy, and when they do, and they realize how valuable that piece of the puzzle is, it's going to be pretty incredible. Anyways, hope you like my video today. Like and subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.